Noah's Ark by Jerry Pinkney. God was not pleased with the people of the earth. They did not care for one another. They did not care for the land that God had made. And they did not care for God. God's heart was filled with pain to see the wickedness of humankind. God decided to sweep away all living things on the earth. But Noah did what was right in the sight of the Lord, and the Lord loved Noah. God spoke to Noah. Noah put down his basket and listened. God said, "Make an ark out of cypress wood, for I am going to bring a great flood upon the earth, and it will swallow up every living thing." God said, "Bring 2 of every creature on the ark. Bring food for them and for yourself. I make this promise to you, you and your family, and the animals that you bring with you will be safe." Noah did as the Lord commanded. His family helped him build the ark. Every day it rose higher and higher. It rose over their heads. It rose over the treetops. The strong wooden beams embraced the clouds. At last the ark was done. Noah filled baskets with grain. His wife baked loaves of bread. His 3 sons gathered grapes and olives. His sons' wives poured water into jars and carried them to the ark to fill it with food for every living thing. People came to stare at the ark as it sat on the top of a hill. "What fool builds a ship on dry land?" they cried. "The ocean is miles away." But Noah trusted in the Lord, and the clouds began to gather. God called to the animals, and from aardvark to zebra they came. The deer bounded through the tall grass. The elephants ran, and it sounded like thunder. The wings of the birds cast a shadow on the earth. Two by two they came, all the animals of the earth. They came to the ark where Noah waited, and Noah welcomed them. They followed him into the ark, and God closed the door behind them. The rains began. The lakes and rivers and creeks and streams overflowed their banks. The oceans rose. Slowly the water crept over the land, higher and higher. The water rose over cities and towns. Whales swam down ruined streets. Schools of fish darted through empty windows. But God remembered Noah and his family and all the animals on the ark. The ark floated on the waters. Everyone inside was safe. The zebras munched their hay. The geese gobbled up the grain. The monkeys nibbled on sweet grapes and climbed to the roof where the sparrows perched and sang. After 40 days and 40 nights, the rain stopped falling. God sent a great wind over the earth, and slowly, slowly, the waters began to go down. At last, the ark came to rest on the top of the highest mountain. But all around, there was nothing but water. Noah opened a window and sent out a raven to fly over the face of the waters. But the raven found no dry land. Noah sent out a dove to fly over the waters. But the dove found no dry land. Noah had faith in God, and he sent the dove again. The dove returned to Noah with an olive branch in its beak. Then Noah knew that there was dry land at last. Slowly, slowly, the waters went down. Slowly, the earth dried. The sun shone again. The grass grew. At last, it was time to leave the ark. The owls and the eagles spread their wings and soared. The panther sprang to the soft ground. The grasshoppers leaped and the lizards scurried. Noah and his family turned their faces up to the sun and sang praise to God. Noah and his family planted seeds for the first harvest. They cared for the earth that God had made. God said, "Never again will I send a flood upon the earth to destroy it. From this day forward, life on earth will grow and prosper." And God set a rainbow in the heavens as a sign of this promise to Noah and to Noah's family and to every living thing.